The confirmed number of new coronavirus cases reported in Los Angeles County over the last 24 hours is 15,664, with 102 additional deaths. Here in Torrance, 149 additional cases were reported, with no new deaths. Welcome to COVID-19 Today. I'm Bella Shaw. It's Thursday, February 3rd. Schools across LA County are helping to drive down several COVID-19 metrics by continuing to implement safety measures. For the week ending on January 28th, schools had about 21,400 positive test results after conducting more than 486,000 tests, a 47% drop from last week. Test positivity rate was also down by 37% to 4.4%. Despite these promising trends, the number of outbreaks at schools increased slightly. As of January 31st, there were 52 active school outbreaks, including 18 new ones, mostly at elementary schools. Still, public health officials say the number is relatively modest thanks to schools taking the proper precautions, including masking and testing. The Public Health Department continues to work with schools across LA County to implement a comprehensive strategy, which includes more than 900 school-based vaccine clinics scheduled for this month, where first, second, and third doses will be available. Public health officials also began distributing an additional 1 million home test kits this week to the public, charter, and independent private schools in high-need areas. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention also approved 615,000 more rapid tests for LA County schools through the White House Rapid Test Kit program, and the state is delivering more than 170,000 at-home test kits to schools this week as well. California's temporary guidance that allowed COVID positivity healthcare workers to return to work without isolation has expired. The state's Department of Public Health issued the guidance last month, letting healthcare workers who test positive for the virus or who are exposed to it return to work immediately without isolating if they are asymptomatic and wearing N95 masks. Many healthcare workers protested the new rules, saying it put both them and their patients at risk. State officials say the changes, which expired on Tuesday, were made due to critical staffing shortages fueled by the Omicron variant. At the time, about 1/3 of California hospitals were reporting that they did not have enough workers, leading some to weigh which surgeries to delay. As the temporary rule expired, health officials say they're seeing positive signs that the spread is slowing statewide and that the looser quarantine guidelines are no longer needed. Still, many hospitals in California are strained, some activating surge protocols that allow the transfer of patients to other hospitals. California's first Surgeon General has resigned. Governor Gavin Newsom announced the appointment of Dr. Nadine Burke-Harris in January 2019 as a part of his administration's efforts to help the youngest Californians. She founded the Center for Youth Wellness and at the time led the San Francisco Bay Area Research Consortium on Toxic Stress and Health in partnership with UCSF Benioff Children's Hospitals. Her focus was on confronting pressures that could grow into health problems, such as adverse childhood experiences and toxic stress, and using the platform as Surgeon General to reach young families across the state. Dr. Burke-Harris has spoken publicly on firearm violence, juvenile justice, and the dangers and stresses of the coronavirus pandemic, including helping school children cope with resulting mental challenges. Newsom's office called her a national leader in pediatric medicine. Dr. Burke-Harris says she's resigning in order to prioritize care for herself and her family. She announced that her last day will be February 11th, adding that she is incredibly proud to have been part of a team that worked together to protect the health and well-being of all Californians during such a critical time. Upon her departure, Dr. Devika Bhushan, Chief Health Officer in the Surgeon General's office, will serve as Acting Surgeon General. The COVID-19 pickup testing kit program has been extended to more than a dozen new sites across LA County. 14 county libraries will provide an additional 7,000 free testing kits, making a total of more than 13,000 kits available daily at nearly 30 locations without an appointment. The Pickup Testing Kit program allows residents to get a PCR test kit, perform the test at home, and return the completed test for processing. These are not the rapid antigen tests. Residents will be notified of their test results within 24 to 48 hours. There is a limit of 1 kit per person or 2 kits per family. These tests are for immediate use and should be returned to the site where they were picked up. The test also requires individuals to register online with a smartphone. Those who are unable to do so can schedule an appointment at one of the county's other testing sites. To make an appointment or to see a list of pickup test locations, go to covid19.lacounty.gov/testing. Well, Starbucks is planning to raise prices on products this year due to rising inflation, supply chain disruptions, and increasing labor costs. The Seattle-based coffee chain already raised prices twice in the last 4 months, first in October and then in December. Starbucks president and CEO Kevin Johnson says although demand was strong, they're experiencing higher than expected inflationary pressures, increased costs due to Omicron, and a tight labor market. The continued disruptions are leading to even more price hikes this year, though the company did not disclose how much the increases will be. Johnson says spending on employee benefits to address labor market conditions adds to the company's cost pressure. Starbucks increased COVID-19 pay for workers, which includes paid time off for employees who get sick and paying workers to get vaccinated. The Omicron variant led to more spending as workers called out sick or had to isolate after becoming exposed to the virus. Last month, Starbucks announced some stores would cut operating hours due to staffing shortages amid a surge of Omicron infections. In addition to higher prices, Starbucks plans to scale back on marketing and promotional spending. Fast food restaurant chains overall raised prices by more than 7% last year, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Tesla is recalling more than 817,000 vehicles in the U.S. The company says the seatbelt reminder chimes may not sound when the vehicles are started and the driver has not buckled up. The recall covers the 2021 and 2022 Model S sedan and Model X SUV, as well as the 2017 through 2022 Model 3 sedan and 2020 through 2022 Model Y SUV. Federal motor vehicle safety laws require the chimes to sound when vehicles are started, and the sound stops when front belts are buckled. The recall documents posted by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration say the problem happens only if the driver left the vehicle in the previous drive cycle while the chime was sounding. Tesla will fix the problem by sending out an over-the-air software update early this month. The safety agency says without a chime, a driver may not know that their seatbelt is unbuckled, increasing the risk of injury during a crash. There are no known crashes or injuries due to this problem, but the issue was detected by South Korea's Automobile Testing and Research Institute earlier this month. The recall is among the largest in company history and covers all 4 models in its lineup. Tesla sold about 1 million vehicles since 2013. Super Bowl fans without tickets to the big game can still experience the excitement of being there. The Super Bowl experience at the LA Convention Center opens to the public starting Saturday, February 5th. The interactive football-themed park features meet and greets with current and past NFL players. Fans can also participate in games, shop for merchandise, and much more. Ticket prices range from $20 to $40 depending on the dates, and Metro users with a tap card can get a 50% discount. The NFL is partnering with the LA County Department of Public Health to host a COVID-19 vaccination clinic on site. Appointments are encouraged and can be made at myturn.ca.gov. The opening ceremony for the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics kicks off early tomorrow morning at 3:30 a.m. LA time. China is 16 hours ahead of the Pacific time zone, so it makes it a bit tricky to catch the games or festivities in real time. Set your alarms now if you plan to catch the main ceremonies and, of course, Team USA competing in various events. There will be 7 new Winter Olympic events held at the Beijing Games this year. Women's monobob or bobsled, freestyle skiing, big air for both men and women, mixed team events in short track speed skating team relay, mixed team events in ski jumping, mixed team events in freestyle skiing aerials, and mixed team events in snowboard cross. There will be very limited fans to watch the games in person. Olympics organizers announced last month that no fans from other countries will be allowed in an effort to prevent the spread of COVID-19. While some competitions began Wednesday, the Olympic Winter Games officially kicks off with the opening ceremony on February 4th and goes on until the 20th. The annual Greater Los Angeles Homeless Count takes place over 3 days and 3 nights this month, and the City of Torrance needs your help. The city has served as a deployment site and partners with the LA Homeless Services Authority, local municipalities, law enforcement, and community members to get the official statistics of what homelessness looks like in our community. These are then used to bring the much-needed services and housing to the South Bay. This year, the count takes place on Wednesday, February 23rd at the Ken Miller Recreation Center. You do not need any prior experience to volunteer. Due to the pandemic, volunteers are limited to 2 or 3 individuals from the same household. Those under the age of 18 must volunteer with a parent or a guardian. Families can register together at theycount.org/Torrance_count_2022-0126. Now, if you have any questions, email the City of Torrance leads listed on your screen. Well, as we head into the weekend, be sure to tune in to Weekends in Torrance. New episodes air at 2 p.m. tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. On Friday, take part in the inaugural Memorial Cup Series at El Camino College, where its baseball team and Orange Coast College play together in honor of 2 precious lives lost. Then visit Blue Stem Hotel, offering a peaceful oasis in the heart of Torrance. And on Sunday, meet Torrance-based basketball star Tyler Harvey, who now plays for the Illawarra Hawks on the Australian National Basketball League. These stories and much more will be airing this weekend starting at 2 p.m. You can find us on Spectrum Cable Channel 3, Verizon Fios Channel 31, streaming on our website as well as on YouTube. Well, before we go at the end of each program, we like to share feel-good stories from our community. Pictures, images, and videos that remind us of how resilient our community is and how Torrance truly cares. The California Welcome Center at the Del Almo Fashion Center has a fun way to get football fans excited for the Super Bowl. Updated beer maps are now available at the Welcome Center, featuring a dozen local breweries for thirsty residents and visitors to check out. Those who snap and share a picture of themselves sipping on a cold brew with the ambassadors at the California Welcome Center will be entered into a drawing to score unique swag from the local breweries, such as beer glasses, coupons, and t-shirts. What a fun way to explore our city and connect with others as we get ready for the Super Bowl. Now, if you have a great story, an upcoming event, a photo, or video you'd like to share, email us at covid19today@torranceca.gov. We'd love to hear from you. Well, that's our update for COVID-19 today. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday as Leslie Robbins brings you the latest. Be safe, stay healthy, and thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.